She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Volmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Wow. That is so sick. That is so sick. Ah. When she left, I had the feeling there was no option, but I had the feeling she needs protection. I don't know why. No. She can't sing. She can't sing anymore. Oh, the fuckers.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
I like this man. And Geralt is right. We don't need any convincing for this. We will go after this bastard and kill him. And then kill him again. Well, if it is a man. If it is a woman, we will kill her.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Alright.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Yes I am. Yes I am. And I gotta say one thing. I love this game. Here I was helping my friend, thinking it was just fun and games, putting up a cabaret. And the way this quest turned now, I feel really bad for Priscilla, but this is very interesting. I actually, probably for the first time in this game, really want to do this.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Drowners. Ah, we
Bastard.
got interrupted there. There's something wrong with the drowners. I'm not getting the impact when I'm hitting them. That was too bad. Our discussion was interrupted there. And you have a crossbow. And why is not the quest on? Because the quest changed. That's the one. Right, the cabaret quest ended and they started a new one.
Excellent fool!
Oh, not the shit. Man, I hate that. Alright. Okay, so our doctor friend here is using a crossbow. I kinda like that. I don't have to worry too much of him getting killed. Yeah, it's...
Blast it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me.
Yeah, should I investigate this place a bit more?
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Yeah, that's the thing that made me most sad. It's so cruel. It's... They, whoever did this didn't even want to kill...
Take the ladder.
Didn't even want to kill Priscilla, but...
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custody. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Okay. Well, this is no dwarf.
Human. Wrong body type.
Indeed. Well, you know what? I'm not going to miss the chance of getting some stuff from here, just in case there's something interesting. That's not a dwarf either.
Looks like necrophages got to this one.
So we gotta go. Wait, more bodies here? No. I guess we need to hurry. I wonder if that's actually true. Are we in a hurry? More bodies here, and one of them certainly is dwarf. Yes.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
I was thinking of moving from bottom to top, so I guess this is where we start.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
Right. This man was attacked and then Priscilla was attacked. Let's be thorough here.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen. Toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
A scar length of his stomach. Maybe something. Maybe it's something old that this is related to.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Why do you have that bolt?
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Very, very strange.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
That would make sense.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Wait, did they also... Did they also use formaldehyde on Priscilla? Oh, man.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel?
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Wow. Oh. Yeah, this game, this quest.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
I guess that's all then.
All right, think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Yeah, well, it is a ritual murder, but I'm not sure if the targets were chosen by random. On the other hand, I'm not sure if this dwarf is any kind of a singer or anything like that to use that on the throat. Definitely a ritual, but was it punishment? I'm not sure yet. Can't really tell if it's personal. But why was Priscilla beaten? And then this one was tortured. Much more. Was the murder interrupted with Priscilla? So she didn't get her eyes carved out yet, luckily. Actually, was one of the eyes? I don't know. To me, it seemed she was beaten.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Reverend, eh?
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Wait. Why hasn't he changed a bit? Shouldn't he look much older?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
Yeah.
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
If I would have to guess now, I would say that Nathaniel the torturer is the one who did it. I have no idea how he has stayed so young, or I don't know how young was he when he was teaching medicine to our friend here.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
All right.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
And we just shared everything with this card. Alright. Let's find the corpse collector and let me just make sure I haven't leveled up. Have I leveled up? No. Sometimes when I get the experience during cutscenes, during the cutscenes I also level up.
Can't go out in the streets no more.
At least my father didn't used to kill women.
Fall afoul of the king of beggars, and you get no mercy no matter who you are.
Wait, has someone killed more? Well, there's the corpse collector.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Really?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One wench so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Yeah, why was he in such a hurry to burn them? Yeah, Nathaniel did this. I'm 95% sure now.
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Oh, he just gave me the bird.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Yeah, exactly that, Geralt.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
I am so happy that was there as an option, because I might have just taken out my sword. I'm so emotionally attached to this quest, it's not even real.
And hungry.
I think it's Nathaniel, but I will go through all the facts, of course, first. Pretty sure of it.
Double chase.
The thing that he looks young, that might be just a kind of but on the other hand, the character detail is so good in this game. It's not a coincidence, I think. I don't think it's coincidence. Wait, that is the merchant, isn't it? For King of Beggars. Maybe I will remember now. I won't go there now. That's kind of suddenly realized. I think I'm on the wrong side. Maybe I should just follow the... follow the breadcrumb.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Mauler and Striga.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Wait, so did I miss something? Why do you have a bonfire here in the... a bonfire ready to be lit? Did he mention something about it?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Okay, now I realized those... what I thought was a bonfire was actually just because they are wood carvers. Of course they have wood. Okay. So that's nothing relevant. Some woman died. She, Did someone blame? No, but if there were so many corpses before already. It's just that Nathaniel burnt them all. And Nathaniel didn't mention any of them to us.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Maybe it's not Nathaniel alone. I don't know, maybe that reverend has something to do with it.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
So they were just doing sculptures of women?
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
There's a note here. Another one of human skin. Concerned citizen's sermon. Sermon? As in ceremony? Sermon. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames, fire can prepare our nourishment, fire can drive off the horrors of the dark, yet fire can also scorch, burn and incinerate. This is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds, concerned citizen. Okay. The murderer is definitely.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Alright. Definitely one lunatic for the eternal fire, but is it Nathaniel? Is it Nathaniel alone? Remains to be seen. Not going to loot anything. There's some scent there.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind. Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Rotten? It wasn't that long ago when, it was just the other day or this morning, wasn't it?
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Yeah. The toenails were broken. So maybe someone entered and Fabian was angry, kicked a chair down.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing here.
So nothing more for me here, I guess. Just thinking that could there be something, because I don't want to loot anything here, but is there something here that would be a clue? No, I don't want to touch that. Not that. Okay, it's good that I can look into these things without picking them up. So no. Yeah, just normal loot. Okay.
Aye.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle them down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Yeah, that's the reason. And now he mentioned reverend. That would make sense, of course. But I still think Nathaniel's involved. Maybe it's a coincidence he looked a bit young. To the story that he thought Joachim something 30 years ago.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city.
Yeah.
Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Right. Yeah, sins. Carnal sins, like the quest says. Statues with 2 big tits. Why Priscilla?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Well, that was fast.
Oh. I'm knackered.
So where was Priscilla attacked? She was attacked here. Let's investigate that first. Why does the coroner... I'm going to say this already. That's a trap. When I go talk to the coroner, there will be an ambush. There will be an ambush there, and the coroner and others will be doing it. What was Priscilla doing here, in this alley? You're not going to tell me anything? No.
A brazier. This time of year?
Really?
Sis, that him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Fucking come on!
Why, guys? Why? Just stop it.
That's it, you're in!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Does this have anything to do with the quest? Just this alley?
Gotta get around him! Gotta gut you clean, you lad! Eye for an eye!
Let's end this.
I'll rip your mag off!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Yeah.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
There's the motive.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Yeah. The eternal fire.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Yeah, he was interrupted.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
There's secrets. Yeah, and there's another one of those, a mage? Why is there a door symbol? Is that they're behind? Really? Nothing here? Okay, is this the same note again? Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shapeshifting dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk. Not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's mind with their charms. Abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Concerned citizen. What can I do? What can I do to bring this Church of Eternal Fire down? This has gone long enough. It was the same fucking thing in the first game. Let's talk to the coroner. Yeah,
God, a reaper's
I
come for
think...
me.
Wait. Did I miss that before? Is there a corpse nearby? Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped, that it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your consciousness and live in accordance with the Church's dictates before the time for penance has passed. Why was this here? Is this is there someone dead here nearby, or I didn't see any blood.
Why do they call you the White Wolf?
How do you know that? Have you boys and girls seen anything? I don't think you have. Why did I find that note there? Is the concerned citizen leaving notes around the town? Yeah, but I think I'm walking into a trap here. Nathaniel definitely has something to do with it, I think. Or it might just be the Reverend and some strange thing of the eternal fire, but I would be really surprised if Nathaniel is not in it. Let's see if I can find something here. If I could find something here. Okay, there's nothing special here. This is where I started, actually, wasn't it? What if I went the other way? What do we have here? Is this Nathaniel's office or something? Or just more of these things? I don't think there are any special clues here. No. Yeah, but the footprints ended there in the alley. That kind of tells me it's a mage. Who is Hubert? Wait. Who's Nathaniel? Did I confuse the names here? Hubert is the coroner. Who's Nathaniel? Nathaniel is the Reverend? Well, I just failed there. It's so annoying that stars go away from the characters when I just browse through, even if I don't read them. Okay, so Nathaniel is the Reverend. Yes, okay. Well, I confused. I was talking about the coroner here. I was talking about him.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
And now I'm not so sure anymore. Oh, this quest, man, I'm loving this.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. By the way, you and von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
You still look very young. Yeah, there's the comment. There's the comments I've been waiting for.
How old's von Graz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Geralt's beard has grown. I'm not sure if I'm buying it. Man, I keep thinking this guy's Nathaniel. He was Hubert. Maybe I should just say coroner. I don't know. I don't know where this will go.